Crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Going to give it to Love. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Play
fake. Murray rolling to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on first down. Flynn, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Flynn. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing now is Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, here's Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, Love. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Box 22, in your face.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Herbert on first down now. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. To throw. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Herbert. Looking for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side here with Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Bryce Love as the first half is winding down. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half from Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he... talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Swim. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Murray. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Murray going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. If if you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Herbert now. Here's a diving catch right side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They snap it to Herbert. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, Herbert. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman from 13 yards out. And the taken a 6-touchdown lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er Deals. They scored a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. It's complete. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Murray now. He hits his target, Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. On 2nd and goal, Murray. Now he's forced out left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Amari Cooper with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that was no fluke. He was moving there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, and you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 1st down, it's Love, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Throwing again on second down. Murray, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.